And we're back from Tokyo with a closer look at the history of the host country of these games.
Yeah, today's senior international correspondent Keir Simmons joining us now with, joining us to share a beautiful journey to discover the ancient roots of this really fascinating place.
Hey guys, how you doing? My goodness, it's been a long, hard road to get here, hasn't it? And that was just out getting through the airport. Well, I can tell you, it was worth it. Come with us as we travel on the old road to Tokyo, a journey through Japan's history and beauty. Japan's unique culture combines high-tech international cities and historic hidden beauty, with its mountainous terrain unchanged for centuries. The roads to Tokyo are a journey back in time. One of the most famous, called the Nakasendo Way.
Nakasendo Way means the way through the mountains. This is one of 5 roads that led from the shogun's capital of Edo, which is present-day Tokyo, up to Kyoto.
The story of this ancient path, as historian Oleg Benesh explains, is vividly depicted in these 19th century woodblock prints.
Here we see a few pilgrims, we see peasants, we see people carrying goods, and we don't see any wheeled traffic. Someone wearing a basket.
This strange headgear was worn by Buddhist monks, a mask from another era. And not unlike the road to Tokyo 2020, embarking on this journey required strength and courage.
This looks like it might be the start of a samurai procession. I think you can see people wearing 2 swords.
Two swords. They wore
Usually,
2 swords.
Samurai would normally wear 2 swords.
These days, the roads provide fresh air for hikers seeking a break from the troubles of modern life and the pandemic.
They want to feel nature and like a Japanese old culture.
In the olden days, this 350-mile trek took 2 weeks, and along the route was 69 so-called post towns.
You can see how people have never arrived. We've got a few horses here, people having a chat.
It's a Wild West kind of scene.
It certainly has that feeling. I mean, I think there's a fewer 6-shooters than you might have in the American Wild West, but yeah, it certainly got that vibe.
This is the ancient post town of Sumago.
I mean, it looks like a movie set, right? I mean, everything is so well preserved.
You don't see any cars, so it looks and feels like it did 100, 200 years ago.
In the tourist office, Mr. Fujiwara unravels one of the original maps. He tells us it charts a route through the mountains, where travelers encounter beautiful bamboo forests, waterfalls, shrines, and castles.
This image here is of Inuyama Castle, which is the oldest surviving castle keep in Japan. It still exists today.
The road could be dangerous too. In the early days, there were bandits. This bell is for scaring off bears. At the end of a long day, a welcome chance to rest, checking into an inn, or as the Japanese call them, a ryokan.
Yeah, so this would be a traditional Japanese inn, and we can see a lot of paper sliding doors. See, everyone is eating their meals.
And you get to have a bath.
And you get to have a bath.
This past few years, we've all felt a little like weary travelers, escaping to Japan's historic mountain road, a chance to forget the troubles of today and take a breath.
Wow.
And if you get the chance to travel on the Nakasendo Way, you get one of these amazing stamp books where they'll stamp for you every post town that you've stopped in or in with these beautiful little stamps. So it's really, that's really lovely. Yeah. And my children have taught me never to come back from a trip without gifts. So here we go. These are some sweets from the local area. They come in this lovely wrap box, but I put them in they're chestnut flavour.
Chestnut?
See what you think of that.
Pass that down. Take one and pass it down. Stab it. Okay, here we go. I don't know how else to.
What are they called?
Watch out, because you remember what happened with the cotton candy. Okay. By the way, that was so funny.
Do we?
Yum. You want
Like
one?
that?
Well, that's good.
I've had a few already.
It's yummy.
Well, while we're here, I'll get
It's kinda
you.
like coffee.
I got yours.
Yeah, it's caramely. What is
Chestnut?
it called?
Here, eat it.
This is getting weird.
Okay. It was weird an hour ago.
Thank you.
And I can't wait till... I didn't expect that to go there.
I like it.
Thanks for the treats. These are great. These are really good.
Okay.
What's up next, Savannah?
Well, let me work through this situation. Coming up next, thank you, Kier. Our parade of U.S. gold medalists rolls on with this morning's superstars of skeet shooting.
Yeah.
There they are. But